They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Jones. And he's got his man on the out route. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Here we go, here we go.
And they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The Bengals hit 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
11 mighty.
To the air again, Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here we go. 11.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, left side here. That's complete to Godwin. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Again, it's Burrow. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll give it to Mixon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And he'll spot Higgins open left side. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 9, Jones. Flush to his route. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here we go, here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11 empty.
Burrow going to keep this one. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
11.
Mixon with a first down carry. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Come on.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
Right there. Hurt.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Miles Sanders from 10 yards out. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Jones on 3rd down. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And out across midfield down to the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Inside handoff. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. Back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Eli Apple, a former first-round pick of these Giants in 2016, they're on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hot 70, hot 70.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
I'm wondering.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fielded right around the 8.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11 MT, take. 11, stop.
They'll start with the option. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I'm one, ready?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Burrow on play action. And that's complete to Sanders. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Off play action. Porter to Barkley on the check down. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. I think you would agree, just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On 3rd down, Barkley.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. Three yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
11.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
11 MT, Kate. 11 MT. Hey, can. Stop.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals open the lead up to 34-0.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. On 3rd and 2, Porter. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he will have a Giants 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Good running from Barkley there on 1st down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Up the middle with Barkley. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
19, Cup 19, Mustang 19.
Looking to throw on second down. Porter. He's got Bellinger. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
To throw on second down. Porter over the middle. That's hauled in by Tony. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. We have played 3 quarters. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Gano's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Go check, go check.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy.
Here we go.
But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Here we go, here we go.
So the delay of game penalty backs them up. It's now 2nd and 7.
11, 11, 11. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
There he goes, right side. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Ready?
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Porter. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. A handoff to Barkley. Boy, shifts past him. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
76 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Oh, what a move.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Here's a give to Barkley, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Here we go. 18 rather. 18 rather.
Back to throw. Porter.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th now in Minneapolis. And it's the Vikings that have taken the lead there in the late stages. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Dumps it off to Mixon.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and